Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, dear students. Welcome to online classes arranged by St. Xavier's High School. Today we are going to take a class on English second paper for class 9. So, dear students, perhaps in this year, this is our first class. And in our first class, we like to talk about our marks distribution and syllabus. Okay. Then let's write something on the blackboard, on the whiteboard. Marks distribution. English second paper. Grammar portion 60 marks. Writing 40 marks. This is altogether 100 marks. Okay. Dear students, elaborately we should know Dear students, we like to discuss the grammatical items elaborately. Number one, with clothes. Five marks. Number two, without clothes. 5 marks. Number three, table. This is of course substitution table. 5 marks. Number four, right forms of verbs. Right forms of verbs. Here is also 5 marks allotted. Number 5, narration. Of course, this is passage narration. Passage narration, 5 marks. Number 6, transformation. Transformation, 10 marks. Transformation, we have 10 marks in transformation. Number 7, completing sentences. Completing sentences, 5 marks. Number 8, suffix and prefix. 5 marks. Number 9, that question. That question. Here is also 5 marks. Number 10, capitalization and punctuation. And punctuation marks, 5 marks. Number 11, connectors. Dear student, this is altogether 60 marks in grammar items. Then we shall go for writing side. In writing side, we have email, we have formal letters, we have paragraphs, and so on. This is 40 marks in writing sides and 60 marks in grammatical items. Let's take further discussion about grammar with clues. Of course, fill in the gaps with clues. Some words will be given in the box and you will have to fill in the gaps using the words taken from the box. Of course, here you will use part of speech. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, articles, etc. You will use these part of speeches to fill in the gaps. Okay. Then come to without clues. Without clues is also same as with clues. The difference is that in with clues some words are given in the boxes and in without clues no word will be given. Rather you will use your brain, use similar meaningful word to fill in the gaps which is necessary there. Okay. Then table, substitution table. There will be 3 or 4 columns. You will take a part from every column and make a meaningful sentence combining 4 parts from 4 columns. Okay, this is table. And then right form of verbs. You know it well. Here also you will be given a passage having some gaps, 10 gaps. Half into 10 is equal to 5 marks. You will have to use the given verbs in the boxes. You will need to change the forms of the verbs to fill in the gaps. This is called right form of verbs. Then transformation. Dear students, mind it, transformation and conversion is not all the same. Transformation means you will have to change the sentence into another sentence without changing the meaning. And conversion, you will have to transfer the sentence into another sentence with changing the meaning. In conversion, the meaning changes, and in transformation, the meaning of that very sentence does not change. Okay, this is called transformation. Here we use simple, complex, compound, simple to complex, compound to complex, compound to simple, and vice versa. Here we see some degree of comparison. We have some voices. We have some other transformations, that is assertive to interrogative, affirmative to negative, and vice versa. Okay, this is transformation. Then come to, I have omitted narration. In your lower classes, you have read about narration. Of course, here we use passage narration. Here we have passage narration. If you are able to understand all the rules of detached narration, you will be able to understand and answer the question of passage narration. Okay, a passage will be given in the direct or indirect speech. Mostly it is given in direct speech, and then you will have to turn it into indirect speech. Passage narration. Okay, then completing sentences. Half portion or 1/3 of sentence is given. You will have to complete the sentences using many topics such as you may use uh, conditionals. You may use the use of as if to the use of since, the use of notion of had, and so on. That means you will be given an incomplete sentence. 5 sentences you will be given, and you will have to complete the sentences using some other phrases or clauses to fill in the gaps to complete the sentence. This is called completing sentence. Then suffix and prefix. You know, suffix and prefix is added to the starting of a word, and suffix is used at the end of a word. That means in Bengali, prefix is called upasarga and suffix is called anusarga. Okay, prefix is called upasarga and suffix is called in Bengali anusarga. You will have to use prefix or suffix to the starting of a word or at the end of a word. Okay, then come to tag question. You know, tag question means in Bengali স্বীকারোক্তি মূলক সংক্ষিপ্ত প্রশ্ন. There you will have to expert in verb chapter, expert in verbs, especially in auxiliary verbs, because mostly you will have to make tag question using auxiliary verbs. We will learn auxiliary verbs in our next classes when we will teach you that question. Dear friends, then come to capitalization and punctuation. You know, use of capital words, capital letters, and use of punctuations, comma, full stop, dot of interrogation, dot of exclamation, use of inverted comma, and use of dash, use of hyphen, and so on. This is called punctuation, use of punctuation marks. And last of all, connectors, connecting words or connectors or linkers or joiner or conjunction. You will have to fill in the gaps using conjunction or connectors in the gaps. This is in short about the items of grammatical topics. Now we like to go to start a grammatical item. Before that, we will have to know about part of speech. To start with clues, we have to know about part of speech because we have to fill in the gaps, taking the words from the boxes. Of course, they may be noun, they may be adjective, they may be article, they may be preposition using these words. And so, we must know about part of speech. We are going to start our speech about part of speech. Part of speech. Part of speech. What is part of speech? Speech means sentence. So, any fraction of a sentence is called part of speech. Of course, the fraction must be meaningful because every meaningful word in a sentence, every meaningful word, listen carefully, mind it, Every meaningful word in a sentence is called part of speech. Every meaningful word in a sentence is called part of speech. Every meaningful word in a sentence is called part of speech. Suppose I shall go to Dhaka tomorrow with my father. I shall go to Dhaka tomorrow with my father. Here in this sentence, we have got many words. Each word has its own name, has its own function. So, every word in this sentence is meaningful, and so they are part of speech. Because I is a pronoun, shall is auxiliary verb, go is a main verb, to is a preposition, Dhaka is a noun, tomorrow is an adverb, with is a preposition, my father, my is also a pronoun or an adjective, and father is a noun. So, in this sentence we see every word has its own meaning and has its own name. So they are each of them are part of speech. So dear students, we have got that every meaningful word in a sentence is called part of speech. Now we shall go for elaborate discussion of every part of speech. Already we have known what is called part of speech. Then we shall know that how many kinds of parts of speech are there. How many kinds of part of speech are there? You know, there are 8 kinds of parts of speeches. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. You are students of class 9. You have already known what is noun. Noun is a naming word. What is called noun? Every word which denotes to the name of some person, places, objects, etc. is called a noun. How many kinds of nouns are there? Noun is of mainly 2 kinds, concrete noun and abstract noun. Of course, concrete noun is of 4 kinds. Concrete noun is of 4 kinds. That is proper noun, common noun, material noun and collective noun. You know, you are acquainted with all these nouns. This time we shall know about the functions of a noun. Functions of a noun. Functions of a noun. A noun has some functions. First of all, noun acts as a subject of a verb. Raihan goes to school. Regular. Raihan goes to school regularly. Here in this sentence, Raihan is acting. Raihan is acting as the subject of this verb go. So, number one function of a noun we have got, that is subject of a verb. Subject of a verb. Subject of a verb. Number two, we eat rice. We eat rice. Here we can see that we subject, we is a pronoun, it is a verb, and rice is an object. But rice is also noun because it is material noun. So we have got another function of a noun, that is object of a verb. Object of a verb. Noun acts as an object of a verb. She is a teacher. Yes, friends, you see, the word a teacher is a noun, and it is acting as a complement of a verb. Complement of a verb. For this reason, we can say that noun does the work of a complement of a verb. Complement of a verb. Complement of a verb. Number four. We have bought. We have bought a pen for Nahi. We have bought a pen for Nahid. Dear students, you see, Nahid, the word Nahid here is also a noun, and it is acting as an object of a preposition. As the word Nahid is a noun, and it is doing the work of an object of the word for the preposition. So, we have got that noun acts the object of a preposition. Object of a preposition. Object of a preposition. Thank you. Object of a preposition. And last of all, last part of a noun is that case in a position. Noun does the work of case in a position. Mr. Ali the principal is a nice man. The students, the principal is a noun and it is acting as case in a position of the noun Mr. Ali. So, noun does the work, that is case in a position. So we have got that noun has 5 functions: subject of a verb, object of a verb, complement of a verb, object of preposition, and last of all, case in a position. Dear students, in our next class, we will discuss elaborately about pronoun. Thank you for this day.